Can't believe we're getting Segregation before GTA 6. There's this guy named... I saw Assassin's Creed is in the news again.
Right.
Or in the zeitgeist again. Have you seen the... You know the thing I'm about to...
I saw it and I was like, this is stupid.
Let me set the stage.
Yeah, do it.
So... There's this sentiment going around about the new Assassin's Creed, about how it's like woke because it has Yasuke in it. Like, whatever. You know, that's kind of beside the point.
Yeah.
One of my favorite...
Right, brother. I'm prepped for this segment.
You Ku Klux.
Fucking Yasuke. There's no such thing as a black samurai.
So
keep going.
A lot of people are talking about, well, not a lot of people, loud people.
The same people.
More people than you would hope, but not a particularly large amount.
100.
Are talking about, they're sharing clips of, Yasuke fighting, and it's like amazing that Ubisoft in 2025 made a game where you're just a black guy killing Asians. And is it not?
Finally.
No, but like I saw it and I'm like, oh, this is cute. Because this is almost exactly to a T, the Resident Evil 5 situation.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that game to come out. I cannot wait for the remake of 5. That is going to be a moment in time.
It's going to be dope.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to feel young again. Like, I'm going to feel like a kid again. And be like, oh, man, I remember doing this.
You know what's so annoying about that talking point was... It was talking point from the Resident Evil 5 one was from the people that you expected to criticize it. It was from some outlets that you really didn't pay that much attention to.
Yeah.
Like I'm like reading some articles and I'm like, this is funny because like, people who actually play these games, I didn't even think about how many Spaniards I killed in Resident Evil 4. It didn't cross my mind. I was just killing Spaniards. I'm in the village. I'm in this region. I'm killing the people that are there. Resident Evil 5, not until it was brought up did I really focus on it, and it just made it way funnier. It kind of enhanced the experience of like, oh, this is kind of funny now that I think about it, and it wasn't problematic at all.
Well, dude, it is a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you make them all white zombies, and you're whitewashing Africa.
Yeah, well, totally.
Which is crazy.
Totally.
Or
what makes it so funny? There's only one part of the game where I'm like, it's the tribal part. Like
that's part's
the
hilarious.
part where I'm like, all right. I'm still having fun.
The only say, because like it's no matter how you look at it, it's like what they should have done. Let's say if we're gonna be like a realistic thing, Sheva would have been like, we got to find another way around that gate. Like, because otherwise we're gonna have to go in that village and kill everyone. And
it's the metal gate.
Maybe there's boat, right? Because you got to get those pieces to open up the gate. And so it's like, we got to find another way around this gate. Maybe we can blow it up with something because they have weapons or something. Because we're going to have to decimate that fucking tribe.
That's just there.
Dude, that's what always bothers me about those games, man. The thing that bothers... Like, I love...
Every single game that has stages, every single game just has this problem.
That's stupid, but I want to go back to... do you remember the guy, the guy's name that brought up the... Oh, it's we're killing Asians as a black guy.
The Korean guy.
Yeah, there was do you remember his name?
Amazing, a Korean defending.
This is this guy that,
activity.
Especially around that period of time that the game's around.
Wild activity.
Very interesting.
Wild activity.
Let me see if I can find, because this guy
people don't read or understand things anymore. People just choose not to try to understand things.
A Korean.
So this is what
Korean coming to the defense of that period of Japan is like.
This is what
it's
he
like
actually
me
looks
defending the British.
Have you ever seen a clip of this guy before?
On.
This guy look familiar at all to you?
Who is that?
That's the guy.
That's the guy?
So that's just the guy. He does. I just discovered literally last night that he does content, I guess, too.
Let me just say this. You asked if he seems familiar to me. The answer is yes.
That's crazy.
I wasn't gonna go there, but
crazy.
I wasn't gonna go there. But hey,
that's crazy. You made that joke in.
I was gonna go there, but
I told you, man. I told you the last couple episodes. I'm on my racist era.
Yeah, I was not gonna go there, but I completely understand why you went there. You know.
This is wild activity. Like I haven't heard a Asians look alike joke in literally like a decade.
Okay, so this guy, his name
outside
is,
of my head.
I mean, it is one of the more.
Anyone listening to this, you might have heard of this guy on Twitter. At least if you're on Twitter, Kangmin Lee. He pops up every once in a while. Calm down. But this guy has popped up. If you're remotely interested in video games, you have come across that guy. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay.
We shared the most. That was such an office, stupid. Like that was the lamest way to communicate of mutual racism.
Yeah, I'm clipping that for sure.
good,
That's we're definitely because I clearly don't mind catch.
I love Koreans.
Yeah, Koreans are great. They're making some good media now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Although I will say,
Squid Game, good.
I don't know if you've. I will say.
Squid the Game.
Okay, so
didn't do that.
Hold on.
You wanted to though.
Let's settle something.
Yeah. Yes,
Japanese or Korean barbecue?
you can't beat bulgogi, man.
You were saying something about Nocturne.
I was into my Nocturne, and then no, we actually went way past that.
Let's move
And
on.
Yeah.
We were talking about that
Evil,
guy. No, we're
the Asian fella.
shut the. Yeah, we were talking about the Asian, the Korean feller. He just fell into the same as a what's his name, Grumps or Grums?
Oh,
Grums.
Grums. Yeah.
He fell into that same lane. He saw that he got like a big audience, right? He got a big ass audience. And he's like, oh yeah, I can grift and make some money on Twitter now because you can monetize everything. So now you look at his past. Some people start looking into him. He has many pictures with black people, even though he exclusively only shits on black people now. That's like his existence and right now he doesn't play video games either because he wasn't criticizing any of the cultural stuff going on in any of the other Assassin's Creeds because they've been doing it many times. Because a lot of people are saying things like, oh, it's the historical inaccuracies. There's this one guy, he asked, like, why are people so mad about this one specifically? And this is what this guy said. Asura, because they disrespected the shit out of Japanese people and rewrite their history for them. I don't remember, but I believe they even made some comments blaming their consumers too. I think the nitpicking is just all that frustration manifested. And when he was saying that, it was like, you clearly have never played one Assassin's Creed. Because what do you mean?
Most of them do that?
Not most of them.
They
every single one.
Well,
it's the purpose of
I guess
that.
I just don't know how rooted in history the origins or you know what I mean? Like because there used to be more historical fiction I think than they are now.
No, it's very much the same.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's very much the same. They use historical characters. There are kings and people that like say I played Odyssey I beat it 3 times and like the
crazy work. You beat that game 3 times.
It's actually it's good. Like I feel like there's a lot of things, especially when it comes to Ubisoft, there's a lot of uncharitability that say that people give to it and then so they'll just not try something versus say I think From Software has over charitability to where the problems that they have people ignore.
Yeah.
And there's
100%.
So there's a thing where I'm like Ubisoft has issues, everybody knows that, but then there's some diamonds in the rough and they have some games that are actually pretty fucking good.
There's Ubisoft, but why is it there Webihard?
Wow.
Webihard.
why does that exist? Huh? That's bad.
Webihard. That is so stupid.
Well, it's also just I've heard that so many times.
Yeah.
Like Macrohard, you know?
Macrohard is fucking funny.
Macrohard.
Yeah.
Macrohard is funny.
Macrohard is unironically a badass. If I were to ever have a band.
You call it Macrohard?
Macrohard goes. I love that.
Macrohard goes Macrohard.
It does, dude.
In fact,
Macrohard is my favorite band ever. I love that they're Jewish and they've said they are, but I don't
They're
really
Jewish
know.
and they claim they're not gay.
From the river to the sea.
From
Yow.
Ooh, Yasuke will be free.
But yeah, so I don't know. I love the circle back to the Resident Evil 5 stuff with this.
Yeah.
It's just the other side doing it. It's great.
Yeah,
I
just
love
being.
it.
I love just standing in one place and watching everybody just twirl around me. And then they look at me as if I've moved.
Yeah,
forever.
you're crazy. You're a grifter or something. And I'm like, what?
That's true.
No, I like video games and I still like them and I have nothing. I can't say anything about Yasuke or
I like
Assassin's
video
Creed.
games and hate retards.
I mean, that's always been consistent.
I like video games,
yeah.
and I've always been a little racist, and that's it.
And that's it.
Me
What's
too.
wrong with that?
I'm not mean to anybody. I just have thoughts.
That's default gamer experience.
Yeah. What was that Wonder Chosen thing that you remember that we gotta celebrate our differences?
That shit wasn't even funny to me.
No,
it was just
I don't
it was
think
kind
You
of
don't remember that?
I might
Shit was
have.
crazy.
It was.
I might have
at
seen
the
it.
time. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was like
That
a
was-
Comedy Central show.
I might have seen it. I just it sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
It was a Comedy Central show that looked. They were trying to give like a Sesame Street kind of
Right,
thing.
Yeah.
right.
We've got to celebrate our differences.
And it's got some that song about the slaves. Slaves built the pyramid, and he's like, "Thank you, slaves," and it's like, this is crazy.
Slaves built America. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves.
It's amazing.
You can't stuff like I'm not like a oh man I miss the old days kind of person, but I think having the ability to put shit like that out there, you would give you the chance to see who's a fucked up person.
You
who
gotta
really
exercise
isn't.
your demons, man. Like I think it's a good thing.
It's not even demons in a sense. I don't laugh at prejudice because
I don't believe in
I'm prejudiced. I laugh at the fact that someone could believe that. That is what you laugh at. You don't laugh at like.
Or just laugh and me more simply, just laugh because it's fucked up. It's just dark.
Yeah, but like that's the. It's like I'm laughing at the insanity of it.
Right.
I'm not laughing at the like.
The funniest part about it is that it's a real person and how silly that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is a real. Like every caricature that we've invented, even the most over the top ones here, are real. Like that's a person that exists.
100%. Yeah.
You know,
look,
somewhere.
I
even
have
if it's only 20 people on the planet.
Look, I have a clip on my phone of me. I was playing Resident Evil 5 on and it's just I'm in the village. I'm in that tribe, and I'm just with the stun gun just going to town, and I'm like saying certain things. I'm having the time of my life.
Put the gun down. It's a zombie with a stick.
with a zombie with a frying pan in his house cooking.
Zombie.
The motherfucker doesn't even have the Ouroboros. He's fine.
He's just no one there has Ouroboros. In fact, Chris is just tripping.
Hey,
and
friend.
Sheva's just like,
hey friend, welcome.
Triple barrel shotgun to the fucking dome of this poor future track running star. He has a beautiful future ahead of him. And he's like, "Oh, sir, I don't know what's going on, Mr. White Man. We love you because for some reason Africans are Stockholm into loving white people. Get him, Mr. White Man.
Mr. White Man, you are white like ivory." Boom. It's just they were getting hostile, Chevy. You saw it. Chevy saw it. I want to keep my job, so yes, sir. Yes,
You're
sir.
the good one, Sheva. You
You're the good one, Cheva.
Your lighter skin tone doesn't frighten me, Sheva.
Sheva is trembling the entire time. She's on edge the whole game. Standing next to Chris fucking Redfield.
Making her attack other fellow Africans.
You are white like ivory. It's crazy.
While there's just a fucking gun that is like 10 feet
You remember
long.
the one with the snoot, the gun with the snoot, the Magnum? The last one you get, the one after you unlock, you upgrade the first Magnum all the way, and it has the barrel looks like, I'm not gonna, that was so
you
racist.
are
I was
white.
thinking.
You
barrel-
are white like Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh, well, thank you.
He didn't even mean to do it. He was just like, yeah, what's happening?
Oh, what's happening?
Oh no!
It just takes over.
Oh no, my heart.